will do my best to encourage others. I will protect those who cannot protect themselves, and I have trouble trusting in my allies.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you insight not insight, inspiration for all the actions you've done so far. Because you've been
Excellent.
trying to encourage people.
I have been.
I don't know if you'd like to spend it for this role or save it.
I don't suppose my insight gives me an idea of exactly how serious they are.
They're ready to fight fisticuffs, but they probably aren't that good.
I don't think I would use inspiration on this particular thing. Mostly because I'm not that heavily invested in anyone involved.
Okay, all right.
I'm
The
just trying to
shorter
do
one
my
begins
part
moving
for my
towards you,
watering
Petey,
hole.
and then the taller one grabs his wrist. Is like, wait, they have to make the first move. And the taller one stands there, is like, so come on, you want to fight the guard, huh? You want to prove what tough guys you are? Let's do this.
Oh, I love first moves.
Exactly.
That's a move I like every time.
Gilligan's going to gather up all the spilled food of Chirons and put it in a bag in case we need to set a trap later. Nothing should go to waste in the wild. That's the first rule of being a survivalist. Gotta live off the land, or in this case, the table, but it has to land on it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Kyra,
I
you
can
appear to
remember
have
that.
lost your food.
I've already lost my food when it was still on the ground.
I assume
It
you're done
wasn't
with this,
spilled
right?
on the ground, it was spilled on the table, friend. But sure.
Well, the table that the halfling jumped on, right? I thought he was doing...
Yeah, sure. Okay.
It's been contaminated. Oh, God.
picking things out of
Anyway,
it.
when the guard crew is like, "Are you gonna fight? Are you gonna fight?" I'm not gonna fight you. Why would I fight you? My friends and I are, as you can see from the job board, there are many things that need the work of an adventurer that are more important than meaningless brawls.
Oh.
That we have
Arthur,
to
I don't suppose
that we
you're
have to-
displaying any inclination to fight? Narder?
Yeah?
Did we lose Michael?
What?
Yeah, Narder, did you want to display any indication you'd like to fight these guys?
No, not really. Especially when they started on they have to throw the first punchline.
Okay. Alright, so the taller one drags the shorter one out of... yeah, why do I keep saying Narder? You know what?
I don't know.
kept the name because it was Michael, but I didn't change it to your character. I kept other Michael's character. Alright, it's time to stop my previous level scrub maneuvers and get to the next level.
I am curious though, like this whole they have to throw the first punch thing. Like, what system of?
Well, these guys are like police, right?
Okay.
So, I mean, if they start assaulting you, they could get in trouble. You start assaulting them, it's self-defense.
Ah,
So, you know, the taller one drags the shorter one out, and you hear one of them call back and is like, "Oh, we'll be back for you, boys. If I catch you at a checkpoint," and then you hear the inn's door close.
And P looks at the other one and says, "Come on, I think this town
No,
could
they've
use
both
some..."
been pulled out.
No, I'm talking to the other players here.
Oh, okay.
Come on, guys. If these are the best kind of law enforcement they have, maybe they could really use us.
That is a good point.
Oh, that was fantastic.
I've got a lot of time in the woods, and the world needs more ditch diggers. Maybe we should join the auxiliary.
Just
I don't think
saying,
we need
a couple of nice, honest Joes working it. The people would be really happy about that, wouldn't they?
I feel like I'm destined for greatness, which might be in public service instead of... I'm torn. I'll go either way.
Kyron, you still want to do the cat?
I have no interest. This is Kyron talking
Yep.
in character. Interest that I stand behind my previous statement that I have no interest in participating in the auxiliary guard. That being said, there are jobs on board.
Oh, of course there are. There are plenty of jobs. But think of it this way. I mean, if you don't like these gents so much, you can take them out from the inside, wiggling his fingers wildly. You'll never get a better chance to see what they're doing.
You're like the happiest monk I've ever seen.
Welcome to Halfling Monks.
Could you elaborate there, Petey, on what you mean by that?
Well, it's not my personal style, but you give the impression that you're not so happy with the way things are going. And the best way to take things down is from the inside. So if you find out where things are going from the inside, then you know exactly what you need to do next. You hear where I'm going with this?
That's an interesting perspective.
You make a compelling point.
I mean, it's not a permanent job. You don't have to stay there forever. In fact, I think you don't have to stay there past the first day.
What did the board say about the time commitment? Yeah. Did it have a... I gotta pull up the Google group now.
The new one does not have a time commitment to it. The old one had a time commitment of 2 weeks minimum.
Ooh.
Well, there you go.
Filkin pulls out a silver coin and flips it, and comes up tails. So he says, "I am for against it."
No, all right. I'm not that.
Did you say for against it?
Yes, he did say for against it.
Okay. I would say that Filkin really Filkined that up.
He might have Filkined it.
Geth, what are your thoughts here? Is there a particular job you're eyeing?
He is keeping on munching on whatever he was eating, drinking his brew.
Well, if you're not feeling it, I'm certainly not going to force you guys along with this. So what did you want to do?
No, the coin is nice, and I like your take on a situation and kind of turning it on its head. So perhaps that wouldn't be so bad.
Maybe we could get promoted the first day. That'd be pretty exciting. I think
Be the first step to your greatness, Filkin.
I hate cities and everyone who lives in them, but yeah, maybe they need my expertise to get this thing shipshape. I think I am officer material. But then again, I have a problem with commitment, so... Kyron, I'll leave it up to you since I've experience and you're a steadfast companion.
I believe in you, Filkin. I believe in your ability to lead us. Ergo...
We are unanimous. Excellent.
We are unanimous.
You are now unanimously joining the guard.
It's established.
Okay.
I was waiting for Kyron to go on more about what I should do. We agree that I need his advice on what to do. We agree that I'm destined for greatness. I just need him to tell me what that means.
I'm just saying, for a lawful good folk hero halfling, joining the town guard seems like right up his alley. I could totally save tons of people that way.
You led us for great justice against in our dealings with the Sprinkle Pop caravan. Your leadership was infallible. Really, I would say. Ergo, I propose we do seek your promotion in the town guard.
That is an airtight explanation if I've ever heard one. Although, as long as I can quit anytime I want, that would be a requirement. But yeah, let's get me promoted.
As long as I can quit anytime I want.
I'll take you guys with me.
Yeah, I heard military service works like that. Anytime you don't feel like doing it anymore, you can just leave.
I may be short, but my coattails are big. There's room for all of you. I'll take you straight to the top.
I'm pretty sure at the very least you'd want to get to the end of the day.
He's literally selling out before he's even gotten in the guard. Okay, well, if you'd like, you can search for the local recruiting post for the guard auxiliary.
Well, I would hope that they're not hiding it.
As we set out, Geth will tell you that he needs to go make a couple purchases real quickly, and he will meet you at the trading post, or the recruiting post.
Alrighty.
Are you doing those retroactive purchases, or is this something else?
What I sent you the email about.
Right, so you're summoning a familiar?
No, not right now.
Not
just
right now.
buying
You're just
all the
getting everything
components.
ready.
Yep.
Okay. All right. After a few minutes, you do meet up in front of a recruiting post where there are several poorly dressed humans and gnomes in ill-fitting armor. They seem to have no weapons but clubs. And there
Find
is a
someone-
stream of bright-eyed young humans all lined up to join the guard.
Yeah.
Filkin will walk to the front of the line. Excuse me, find someone important and tell them that he's expecting us.
Oh boy, Filkin.
He doesn't look back to see if anyone's following him. It's just,
You know what?
He's polite to
You're
the
putting
people.
yourself in some life-threatening danger here, so I'm going to give you
What?
inspiration, and then I'm going to ask you to roll a check to convince these people not to immediately begin beating you to death.
I mean, Filkin is always polite to those of lesser station.
You just walked in front of like 20 farm boys.
And I'm probably the wrong race to do that. Is that persuasion,
Is
deception,
charisma. So
just charisma?
you could make a deception check. Yeah, I would allow that because you're like, oh, they're expecting us.
Yeah, so at least Filkin's confident. I mean, in his mind, there's no way that Riller would not have sent word that we might be dropping by and have a VIP line at the airport for us. Those things.
Oh boy.
So charisma is +2 for a 15 and +2 for my proficiency in deception or persuasion, either one. So this is +4 to the d20. And 18 question mark?
Okay. All right. So the half human that's at the front of the line doing the checklist is like, okay, the captain will see you.
Excellent. Thank you, sir.
The guy at the front of the line's like, oh, hey there. Are you going to let this little fella up in front of me? I've been waiting here for almost 2 hours. And then we like get this VIP treatment of Filkin, Gath, Kyron, and Petey going through the front door, and everyone else back there is like, oh, shucks, dang it. I'm just trying to save the farm.
Well, now I feel bad.
When the farm boy says that, I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder.
Oh, boy.
Don't feel. Do you know who that is?
He says,
That's Filkin.
Filkin? I ain't never heard of Filkin. Say, is that Petey there? Hey, boys, that's
Hey!
Petey. I heard of him. He's got that folk song.
Don't worry, everybody. I'm here to save the day.
And so, like, some of them begin
How
singing
have
the
you not
song. It's like,
felt-
Petey, the halfling called Petey. It tells a tale of Petey's acts of heroism in the past. And we get that song playing on the soundtrack as you guys enter, and then the soundtrack immediately cuts when you get inside. It's like a modern-day TV police department, but with no phones ringing. Everyone's, like, running around with paperwork. You've got, like, the prison cells where they're, like, putting people in holding in the drunk tanks. And you see someone who's obviously the captain, a full elf wearing, like, the turkey symbol on his shoulder and dress uniform. He actually looks a lot like Riller. Could be a distant relation, and he waves you forward.
I'll walk up, unless someone wants to walk in front of me, and bow as deeply as I can. And I'm not sure if Filkin would know the proper Elvish courtesy, so it may come off as an unfortunate imitation. But good sir, I believe Lord Riller sent word ahead that 4 stout adventurers would be on the way to bolster your ranks.
So he looks you all over in the haughty elven fashion and raises his eyebrow in the elven fashion and says, I have had no word that any of you would be coming. However, I did hear the crowd begin shouting the name Petey, and then he pulls out like a poster that's got Petey's face on it, and he's got like this collection of serial newspapers of the Daily Bard that are all articles about things Petey has done. He's like, "Would you sign this for me?"
Oh, be a
Bill,
pleasure.
back out of the way.
And so Petey shall advance.
He's like, "We could use a man like you in the Guard, Petey. Someone to do a public relations tour, rally the troops and all that.
If it'll help the people, sure.
Who's your entourage here?"
Well, perfect honest, we just met, but we're all from the same place. They seem alright.
He's
I'm
like,
yes.
Falcon. I track
So
and
says-
I scout. For Master Petey.
he does not appear to appreciate Falcon's presence. So he kind of looks over everyone in the room and then turns back to Petey and says, "Can these fellows handle the kind of diplomatic visitation I would require of you?
Oh,
I suppose I could use them as guards for your entourage."
Well, I heard they're pretty good for that.
They're not going to poop on anyone's boots, are they?
Look over at them. I don't think so.
What sort of diplomatic skills are you talking about? The job posting just mentioned killing kobolds and hunting this necromancer from the Daily Bard.
Oh, he says, "Oh, yes, I am recruiting for that, of course. Dangerous work, that. I would hate to see Petey injured in that line of work. No, we could use someone to go out into the town and get those, frankly, illiterate humans on board. We just need fresh bodies for the front against the kobolds. It could be some time before the Empire's troops arrive. Mulberry Legion's very upset. Stall storage. Well connected. Anyway, above my pay grade. I wouldn't send Petey and his associates out on such a mission. It could be far too dangerous for you."
Well, would the pay be the same?
For a mission inside the town, you would get half pay.
Geth will just start rubbing his chin.
He sniffs the air and he's like, "Do I detect brimstone?"
No.
I raised.
Huh?
He
What?
says, "Yes, tall human.
Chiron.
Yes,
Chiron. With the K.
Kieran. Yes,
Yes. Chiron.
Kieran.
Right. Well, I appreciate your willingness to give the work that belongs in idler hands. We have an expert amongst us who is most adept at surviving in the wilds, and I think
He says,
you
"Yes.
would be
Haven't you
better
read
s-
any of these serials about Petey's adventures?"
Yes, so about that, we have amongst us a man who I think will demonstrate immediately
He's nodding. He's like, "Yep, Petey."
officer material. And that man should
It's
lead
Petey.
us on a much more important mission that gets us the full pay, of course. And that man is, of course, Falcon.
Oh, I'm merely but the agent of Petey who gets 10% out of the top.
You did
I
say
definitely.
that Petey was his master just a minute ago.
Yes. Oh, yes. I'm a songwriting partner and agent, and guide. I put guide first. I didn't know you were so familiar, so eloquent when it comes to music and the arts.
So, Agent, how good
Yeah,
are
that-
you at
yeah.
diplomatizing with people?
I am quite
Making
good
with the
at
fancy words.
I spent much time on my travels. The easiest way to survive in the wilderness is to make friends, not enemies. So
Excellent.
that's
So here's what
yes.
I say, because I'm PD and I get to say things. I do like saying things. I say we go ahead and take care of the thing in town. We talk to the people. There's less arguing. There's more people working together. Then we can go out there. We can crush some skulls.
Morale is critical. I think the people need PD. More PD in their lives. I think we need to spread the word.
If you say so.
Yes, they have a fever, and the prescription is PD.
Kyron, I think we could kill more kobolds by with morale right now. Spreading PD and or my fame across the nation, the empire.
A little PD around.
Besides, the kobolds will still be there. It's not like we can't go after them afterwards.
That's how it works, right? Kobolds just stick around until they die.
Well, duh.
I suppose if we promote PD, I would ponder that if we promote PD's prosperity presently, this will result in the collective's collective promotion.
Oh, you're breaking up, Jim. Pretty bad.
We're losing him. Increase power to communications.
If the people want PD, then let's give them what they want. That is the quickest way to boost morale and get famous. Perhaps we will attract more followers.
Besides, I'll be honest, I don't mind the pay either. That part's good too.
Gath, are you okay with this?
Sure.
Kyron?
I just made a whole big speech that Skype may or may not have lagged through.
Yep, we definitely lost it.
It was very sad.
That's unfortunate.
He is offering you a contract for 3 days of work as agents of the Crown and Shield. You will join the Guard Auxiliary as temporary members to promote the Imperial peace. So you just go around town telling stories, getting people to join the Guard.
What rank would we receive in exchange?
You would not get any rank in the Imperial, so you guys would be like free agents.
But we do have like an insignia.
Yes, you would get the badge of the Guard Auxiliary.
Okay.
Sold.
Well, we're not here for fancy badges anyway.
Some of you might be, apparently.
Yeah, so this will go great with my buckskin coat. Really put that the air of confidence that I've been looking for. I'm trying to boost my confidence.
Come on, guys, get your head in the game. We're here to help you.
He reaches into his desk and pulls out 4 leather flip things that cops have, where they keep their badges, and inside is your guys' individually printed temporary number of the Imperial Auxiliary. You know, it's up in the tens
I'm disappointed
of thousands.
mine doesn't actually. Sorry.
You got like 49,985, 49,986, that kind of stuff.
There you go. On some small level, I'm disappointed mine doesn't actually say PD.
Nope, it doesn't. So he does the swearing-in process. It's nothing you guys haven't seen before. Serve the Empire, no treason, that kind of stuff. And then he's like, well, you got 3 days of promoting to do. Come back to me when you're done.
Alrighty, let's get to it, guys.
So when you start exiting the office, you run into the 2 guys from earlier today, from the Guard Auxiliary in the Twice and Again. And the small one is just like pointing at Petey, and he's like,
oh, hey, nice to see you again.
the tall one just throws his hands up. He's like, I can't win, mate. I can't believe they made you a member of the Guard.
Oh, it's even better than that. They made me a guard to get more guards.
Ah, what is this empire coming to?
Don't worry, we're going up.
He's just like, fuck it, mate.
Is that
Well,
malcontent I hear?
The officer did mention that the people we recruit would probably be sent to the dangerous kobold assignments, and that you guys might be left behind. So maybe there's a silver lining for you guys.
Do you need to make a deception check for that one?
I thought it'd be persuasion because I thought it was actually true. But am I lying? If I'm lying, I'll make deception.
I don't think he said that the people that were already in the guard wouldn't also be sent on dangerous kobold hunting missions.
Then I'm going to lie to them and let them think that the new people are going to take the cannon to the face for them.
What? No. Be quiet. What are you saying?
I have a 13.
Okay. So they look at each other and they're like, oh, well, as long as we get to keep our office jobs, I'm okay with that. Good work, gents, good work. And he pat Filkin on the back. But, you know, it's a human pat, so it's actually like you're being crushed under the hand of a giant.
Hey, thanks. I don't want to get killed, so I'll hold that thought.
And the taller one says to
Thank
the
you.
smaller one, I knew the boss had it in him. He doesn't hate humans half as much as he pretends to.
That's 100% correct.
And so I shall step out and begin my work.
Okay.
Starting with the line that is probably impatiently waiting
Yep.
at the
All
office.
commoners, all who have heard the story of Petey, and that time that he...
Oh, he's pointing at me.
Yes, what is it that you did?
I have been known to break up fights in the most awkward of situations, like a house is on fire and everybody is dying. He will rush in there. He will move people out. And he will stop people from having stupid arguments along the way, somehow. Because that's how he does it. He's not actually that good at actually saying the good words. But he still gets there. And he's loud and annoying. And he somehow gets the job done. He also does a really good backflip.
So the thing is
The
that no
backflipping
one
is very
cares about
important.
you trying to break up fights. Everyone's like, holy crap, I can't believe he ran into a burning house and then like parkoured up a wall. And then he pulled some guy out of the house and then was like, stop arguing with that other guy.
Of
So
course.
everyone's just amazed at your feats of physical ability, but I guess you don't really get that. You think it's because you're good at
Of
talking
course,
to
because
people.
I'm this amazing peace bringer. Even though, you know.
So everyone outside's like, hey, Petey, yeah. Hey, remember that time that the dragon was trying to attack the green dragon of Red Dragonsville? And the red dragon was like, rawr. And you broke up that fight? That was amazing. I was there. I saw when you ran down the one dragon's back onto the other dragon and there was fire.
That actually sounds vaguely like something I would do. But I'm here to talk to all of you. Because you're all here in this line. But that's okay. They're working through you as quickly as they can. But stand still while I flip. And so I shall start doing acrobatic maneuvers to entertain them. Because we need all of you on the front line, fighting for the good of everybody.
Let me see these acrobatics.
You want me to roll these
Oh,
acrobatics?
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You're doing like some parkour.
Yeah.
All right, so you like do a standing backflip, and then you run up
Nice.
a nearby post, and you do like a matrix like whoosh. And in the process, maybe you like toss a cup, and as you jump over it, the cup is still rising. You come down, you grab the cup, and take a drink from it.
Hmm.
And everyone's like, "Holy shit! He's the most badass half of the existence, Petey! Yeah!"
You'll be fighting with people just like me, so be patient.
Do you need to make a deception check on that one? Or
No,
do you
actually,
actually believe
I'm
that?
just naive and think that there's a bunch of cool people.
Oh, okay.
And they just need some help. That's why we're recruiting.
So the guy at the end of the line's like, if I could sign up twice, I would. If only I had 2 lives to give for the Empire.
Filkin will grab their attention and say, now, I can't promise you there won't be some danger, But I can say with absolute certainty there have been 0 necromancer attacks since Petey got involved with the auxiliary. That's a fact. You can take that.